All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to dive into the second half of 2.4. My current thought process here is that we definitely have two different realities occurring. The question is, who's the real Lupa? Is Lupa with me, the rover, or is Lupa the real version with Kartathea? And right now in my mind, I'm thinking the Lupa with Kartathea is probably Mia or Maya, however you want to pronounce her name, in disguise. And the Lupa with me is actually the real Lupa, but the distortion of when it shows Maya might be a bit of a overlap in a different reality. And that might be the third reality that's with Maya. I don't know. I don't know if there's 2 or 3 realities, but yeah, that's pretty much what I'm expecting to be unveiled in this playthrough. I guess we'll find out. But I definitely think at the end of it all, Kristofo is woven a fucking play that obviously he wants to see the best outcome. That's probably the most chaotic. And I think what he's trying to do is get Rover, I guess, commit murder. I think he wants to see Rover do some type of vile act. He wants to bring that out of him. And in order to do that, he has to raise the stakes somewhere along there. But I look forward to seeing how it all unfolds, man. Kristofo the GOAT, man. That's my boy. I don't like saying Cristoforo. It's too much. It's too much, bro. Too many syllables. Kristoforo. Nah, I'm just Kristofo. I'm just call him Chris, actually. That's even easier.
You've come, warrior.
Oh, I gotta turn that up. Lupa just as fine as she was when I took a break. Boy, god damn it, Bobby. Let me make sure my screenshot working, bro. Hold up. Oh, there we go. Okay.
The mighty guardian, Arudicus Arsenosa, is not the kind of echo too warm to crowds. The lioness favors the strong, the unyielding, and the battle-hardened. Only those she deems worthy will find her arms welcoming.
Chat, before we continue, how's the audio? Bit low? Good. Game audio's low? I'll turn it up a little more. About right there. Okay. Let's look.
But she is still an echo and can't talk. What is it? Did you feel something just now?
Well, I only heard strange sounds. Tell me, what direction did the lioness just look toward?
I have a small nitpick right here. I think the lioness taking off in such an urgent matter right there. There should have been much more of a reaction of these two. The voices are low-key low. Did y'all not watch me turn the volume up, chat? Okay, I'll turn it up more. Damn, that's why the fuck did I turn it to 70?
The Veil of Glory. It's where all heroes, blessed by the glory forged in iron and fire, find their rest.
Okay, it's like a graveyard, basically. Of the heroes.
Path of hunting, many died with their bodies missing. Only their weapons returned.
On the lone path of hunting, many died with their bodies missing. Only their weapons returned? Huh.
Arsenosa's frequency is woven from the cries of souls in battle.
Yep, we already explained that.
The battered weapons still carry the will of their former masters, whispering the deeds left undone. To touch such weapons is a rite of great importance for those who claim glory in the great Aegon and receive the lioness's blessing. Hearing the voices of our ancestors by Arsenosa's side is a great source.
I'll turn the volume up after this.
Before meeting Buling, when I touched the echo in that village, I felt a layered and distinct frequency. It was like what Abby described on our journey to Septimont. But the source eluded me at the time. But now, I found it. The source of that power lies in the Veil of Glory. The closer the lioness gets to it, the clearer it becomes.
She waits for us there. Shall we go together? I'm not sure if Septimontian rituals will interest you, but you might uncover something useful, no?
Cute ass. Well, cute ass smile, chap.
Perfect. Let's head out.
What is it?
Nothing. Just a dizzy spell. Overexcitement after the win.
That is concerning to me though, because why is she getting dizzy and shit? Like she's affected by the blight, the Thernodian blight. You know what I'm saying? Like if she's getting dizzy, that is a concern. She might be, because just like Carthathea, it's the same kind of symptoms.
Anyway, it's no matter. Let's continue.
Which means she potentially has amnesia of something that has occurred that she can't remember. Okay. Why the fuck did I put it on 73, bro? What a dipshit.
These days have
Must have
been
been
a
an
feast
ADHD
of
moment.
victories. Becoming champion, the glory, oh, all thanks to you. Strange. Why are so many appearing all at once?
Damn. You just can spam the hell out of that skill, huh? What the hell?
Appear around the border mountains.
These tacit discords didn't gather from the surroundings. It's more like they spawned from thin air.
Look, it's just ahead. The Veil of Glory, where heroes are laid to rest.
Yeah, the spawning from thin air, man. Like I said, I think it's probably from a different. They're there. They've been there, but they're in a different dimension. They were there to start with. Now, how they're leaking over to their reality is an interesting question.
You are from my homeland.
Wait, did we just straight up go into a different one? I'm trying not to look at Lupa's cheeks, bro. Stop.
That girl
Lock in,
just now.
smack.
That was Mia. The closer to the Veil of Glory, the more the normal world and the anomaly overlap. Whatever lies ahead must be the key to all of this. I need to rethink everything. Septimont, Lupa, Carthathea, Mia, the Lioness of Glory. All of it.
Damn, I like how they showed all that.
Carthathea arrived in Septimont alone, not waiting for me or attempting contact. Something must have happened to prevent her.
Yeah, she got thrown into a fucking different reality by Christolfo.
If something cut her off, aside from the Fraxidus, it could have only been the Thernodian, which should be dead. But Septimont holds no faith in the Sentinel, and the Thernodian was never able to establish influence here. Maybe it's not that simple.
It was able to establish influence from Mia, though, I believe, because she was praying. She was still talking to the Sentinel, and she was a I'm sorry, not a Septimonian. A Ragunian. I don't think it's Ragunian. I forget the name of him. Aragonesi, there you go. So maybe she's the one who brought it, the Threnodian there. But the Threnodian has been attached to her.
The Threnodian
Raccoonian.
controls the minds of its followers through their faith. Mia is a Ragunesi, and likely a follower of the Order of the Deep.
So did I just call it? I just called the fuck out that shit, bro.
If the Veil of Glory is an important rite for champions, perhaps Mia went there. And it was there she vanished.
Important right for champions past me. I mean, I did go balls deep on this story for my review, and it required me to like learn so much information. And then my comment section corrected me, told me I had my just one little minor detail, and they said no, she's actually from they said, smack, just one correction, Mia's not from Septimont, she's from Raguna. And when I saw that being like repeated in my comment section, it was the final piece of the puzzle for me. I was like, oh, that makes sense. And then I said it even when I had that information wrong in my review. I even said it. I said she was praying to the wrong god, probably.
Her hysterics, hallucinations, and loss of control in the arena were signs of the Threnodian's corruption. Verlova once said, "The closer one stands to the protagonist, the greater their influence over the tale." In this great Aegon, Lupa is the protagonist. Years ago, it was Mia.
Yep.
Now, I'm seeing Mia's image flicker in and out throughout this journey.
Yeah, so we're addressing the things that we've been like wondering about. This is good. I like this.
If the Mia I see is under the Threnodian's control, does that mean securing the protagonist role is key to its plan?
Bro, really trying to figure out the play with Cristofo, man.
When I first met Lupa, I sensed what felt like Cardathia's frequency on her. Later, I also felt the Threnodian's presence. Did they cross paths? If Cardathia is part of the story, the likelihood is high.
But if Lupa is corrupted by the Threnodian, then he could cause certain fragments of her memory to be obviously like obscured, which would literally, Lupa would not lie to Rover and say, I don't know who Carthia is, because she quite literally doesn't remember. That's like a high possibility. We've already seen this with Carthia herself, right? The Threnodian did the same thing to her.
Could Lupa have forgotten? Did they meet without realizing it? Or is she lying and already under the Threnodian's influence?
I don't think she's lying. I think, like I said, it's the same shit that happened with Carthia. When you get fucked by the Threnodian, he has the ability to, or I'm not actually, the Threnodian's a she, isn't it? She has the fucking ability to like make you forget shit.
Was Verlova telling the truth by saying Lupa would bring forth the dark tide? Or is she just another one of its victims?
Hey! Is something wrong?
It's a she. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Is there something you need? Or something you want to say?
Speak your mind. Doubt her, tell nothing. Nah, I trust her.
I'm sorry. I don't recall crossing paths with Carthia, but you could be right. I may have and just forgotten about it. These past days, there have been moments when I feel lost, forgetting what I was doing a heartbeat ago.
Yeah, see, she seems very sincere in her words. There's no question about it. Lupa can be trusted. The issue, though, is the Threnodian absolutely has corrupted her. Which, that shit is unfortunate.
I don't know if it's the Threnodian's work, but if something is wrong and it's trying to twist my mind.
Question though. Wait, didn't they say the Threnodian can only like okay, I don't remember that one. I don't know. Can the Threnodian can corrupt only people who believe in faith? She is an actual Septimonian. Like dead ass. So how the fuck would the Threnodian corrupt her? I guess the only way is the blight from that place that everybody had to abandon because the blight got taken over. I forget the name of the place. It's where her old house resides. The place where she owns it.
You'd make the right call, wouldn't you, my fellow warrior? You'd protect my honor and my dignity.
Yeah, we got to get that snap. Hold up. Nah, we got to get that snap, boys. You know what I'm saying? Cinema.
There's more at stake than that, Lupa. I've heard the Septimont saying, all for glory, fear no death. But sometimes living takes more courage than dying.
Well then, that'll do just fine. I trust you, warrior. Just as you trust me.
I'll be winking at me like that, man. All right, I might snatch them cheeks right quick before we continue this arduous journey. Don't tempt me, Lupa. I am a formidable opponent.
It doesn't matter if the story's end is already written or yet to unfold. I'll trust my own judgment to guide where it must go.
Your cheeks are already mine. You just don't know it yet. Okay. Also, as usual, the sky looks quite peak. Oh, my Alt-C. Shut up. Oh, this is way more cinema, bro. Oh my gosh, this is so cool, dude. Feel like I'm playing goddamn Elden Ring now, bro.
I hear cowering prey.
Dude, this mode is so cool. I need to use it more often, man.
Those blades, spears, and halberd embedded in the stone. They're the weapons of the fallen heroes. We have a tradition in Septimont. Touch them and listen to the whispers of those who once wielded them.
I love this track in the back. This is some Spartacus shit. Some warriors. I love that track in the back. They should have had that track when you go into Septimont. It's fire. Bum, bum, bum. That shit fire, chat. Ah! Stretching out your hand, your fingertips brush against the rusted steel. A quiet, sorrowful voice hums from the halberd's axe. No one knew why she sought the battlefield, only to escape another. She shed her gold, tore away the honor binding her, and turned her back on the proud house that shackled her, rejecting the eyes that followed her. This silence, it is my victory, she laughed, charging into the dark tide. A rusty spear. Stretching out your hand, your fingertips brush against the rusted steel. A deep, solemn voice hums from the spear's shaft. Through endless battles in the surging dark tide, kin and warmth were lost, and all softness and love faded away. All that remained in his eyes was the sight of white flowers blooming across the barren fields. How fragile, how beautiful. He sighed as his skull was crushed under the tacit discord's weight. Holy shit! That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's the type of savagery I'm here for, boys. Who did this blade belong to?
This is Hercules' sword.
Oh my god.
You remember the waters of the upper city, right?
Here we go with the
You were
Hercules
looking
shit
for
again.
Cartathea. Hercules was the one that the statue was based on. Ages ago, the dark tide bore down on Reganese. And Septimont didn't escape.
I can't take it serious, man.
Hercules was the son of the Ephor back then, and he led our warriors to face the Tacit Discords. He died in that cursed tide, his strength worn down to nothing. His sword was corrupted, but his followers still risked their lives to bring it back.
Bro, this big strong bitch can't just be popping up out of nowhere.
Intense emotions easily blend with other forces. The Lioness of Glory was born from the fiery passions of heroes, so she holds sway over their weapons.
She way too goddamn beefy to be popping up like that's just normal. My goat testicles.
Back then, this sword was growing more sinister due to the corruption. But all these years later, it has become a memento of a hero.
I feel something strong and pulsing in the direction the blade is pointing.
That's because Lupa's standing right next to you, brother. You know what I'm saying?
It's coming from underground. Is it inside the mountain itself?
The frequency. It's the Sentinel Imperator. Just like Ragoon, Septimont has its own Genesis Nexus. That's why it seeks.
If it's the Sentinel Imperator, and just like Raguna, Septimont has its own Genesis Nexus, wouldn't that mean that there's maybe like an essence? Like would the that's fucking fascinating. So when the Sentinel came over to Septimont, I believe it did too. It met Arsinosa. I remember an old guy NPC said that. I wonder when it came there, it left a part of its essence there in that Genesis Nexus, which means like a portion of the Sentinel is still alive, I would say. This is pretty massive information, actually.
More Tacit Discord, just like last time.
For a split second, the world shifted, just like it did when I saw Mia. Every time there's an overlap like this, the tidal blight appears, as well as Tacit Discords.
The tidal blight. It's an out. Why is it
I didn't mean
suddenly
to do that.
appearing like this?
We'll clear it out first, then check if that sword is the source.
What the hell? Oh, that's clean, bro.
What's that sound? Come, we should check it out.
Imagine if Augusta's more aura farming than Cartathea. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Cartathea's, I think she's uncontested, bro. Bro, she literally has the spiritual pressure, bro. She has spiritual pressure and shit, making motherfuckers bow and stuff. Bow before your queen. I don't think you can compete with that, bro. But I ain't gonna cap. Augusta she do got some aura.
Lupa?
This doesn't feel like the first time I've been here. Let's go.
Had a kind of slightly different tone there at the end, huh? Bro had to squint them eyes, man. So hold on, that bitch sounded a little different there. Bro hit her with the eye squint, man. What in
There's no mistaking it now. It's Imperator's frequency.
Think I might have hit the nail on the head again, lads. Oh, this place looks sick. God damn, I feel like I'm crossing the bridge to go to Asgard. I feel like I'm gonna run into Thor. Maybe chug down a couple of beers on the way, yeah? Oh, she's definitely collected. Holy shit.
Thou carry the scent of Cardathea.
The Thermodian, all right.
Not just knowledge. I'm still on the Sentinel's access too. Lupa's role in this story isn't yours!
Damn, he separated her from
Is
Lupa?
that Contender Mia?
It's the Thermodian.
Yep, Thermodian, all right.
Lupa, this is something only you can do.
Tell me what I need to do.
Read the script. Adapt as required. I believe in you, warrior.
Hey, I'm glad they like he helped me. He
To
helped.
lose our strength is the deepest fear of Septimontians. Pride hides the terror within. We fear no death, yet tremble before shame and failure. Did Domina Julia deceive me for this? I never got the chance to ask. The dark tide consumed all. Death took her, as it will take me.
Today as yesterday, we weave time beneath the tide. Swim, swim, wretched yet lovely fish. Dream deeply in my fiction, on the stage of a repeating tale, waiting for the day thou shalt consume the world.
Yeah, that's the Thermodian, all right.
O righteous one, I shall depart without a word.
Damn, she looked bad
The
right there.
golden city in my childhood legend is swallowed by the abhorrent tide. I whisper to my fleeting companion. Pages will scatter. The quill will fall. This play shall be torn from its author's hands.
Yeah, she basically said, "I'm gonna stop Christoffel."
A
Me and the
wrong
rover.
note in the shifting score. O golden star full of mercy, pray tell me, as past and present intertwine, what fate have you chosen?
Hesitate not, warrior. You are the protagonist I have chosen. Only you can shatter the script and jump to the next page. Right. For the nobility you seek. For it all.
So there's the loophole of the ultimatum she gave him. Lupa has to shatter the script. There's the loophole, boys. Of Lupa not dying. It's the Lupa hole. The Lupa hole.
A dream? No. It couldn't. It's no dream.
So if Lupa has to be the one to change this script. Ah, fuck. Now I gotta remember what the hell Farlova said. Because what I'm thinking right now is Lupa might have to kill Mia. But
I'm not alone.
I don't even know if it's not even Mia, it's the Thermodian.
The warrior put the hope of change in my hands. This feels good. Not standing there alone on the champion stage. The warrior hasn't learned this yet, but I now remember traveling with Cartathea. I can't be in the real world. This is a Sonoro created by the Fraxidus. It's a realm of stories.
Uh-huh. I knew that much.
The story of the great Aegon lasts only 3 days. Before Cartathea came here, I had wandered this same bloody story more times than I can count. The dark tide consumed Septimont, and that monstrous, the half-human, half-sea creature grows ever larger. Is this the Fraxidus plan? To feed it with Septimont's ruins? A script. Yes, this Sonoro is like a book of plays. Each world in the Sonoro is a story that keeps repeating, like sheets of paper, all overlapping with one another.
Beautiful
New pages
presentation,
keep
man.
appearing, layering over the old, and the changes in
This
one
HSR,
story
you just been
bleed
staring at a
through to
wall,
the
bro,
next.
while she talk. One story bleed through the next, okay.
After Cartathea's actions, Septimont, once destroyed by the dark tide, has begun to return to normal in the story where the warrior arrived. Cartathea saved me, changed my fate, and led me to the warrior, who stopped the Thermodian in the last story. So in this time, I haven't lost my memory.
Oh, shit. So then that shit they've been showing with Cartathea and Lupa was just another story. Okay, so it's multiple stories.
The warrior had delivered a powerful blow against the monster, and the energy supply from the central hub has been cut off. But that's not even its full form. I once searched for its true form with Cartathea. I remember now. What we seek lies in the lower city's waters. I won't let your trust be misplaced. The old district of Septimont, submerged beneath the waters due to
This
the
is the
dark
district I was
tide.
talking about. This is the fucking district I was talking about
The
earlier.
dark tide looms over Septimont like a stubborn storm cloud.
And I said this is where Lupa got corrupted.
No time to worry. I have to find the cause of all this, and quickly.
Cameraman be understanding the mission each time, boys.
In a past story, I came here with Cartathea.
Yep. Yep. Sure did. So are you gonna have to fight a bad Lupa from a different story? Bro, Fleur-de-Lis's so fucking cracked, bro. That bitch looked like a final boss.
Look at you. You can't go on much longer.
I feared as much. Then this is where we stop. Strange. I remember everything about Septimon, but I can't remember. I can't even remember my name.
You didn't forget.
Goddamn Thenodian.
Someone stole your role in the story. Even your name on the placards in the arena would be unreadable. Your existence has been erased. Only by unmaking this story can it be reclaimed.
Makes a lot more sense now.
Too bad I won't last long enough to see that happen. I'm sorry, Gardathea. You saved me, but I can't help you in return.
When I was a child, long ago, I heard tales of Septimont. A city full of passion and life. People there drank deeply, laughed loudly, appreciated sculpture, and lived for the hunt.
Sound like I like living there, chat. I be drinking deeply and laughing loudly, bro.
Men and women feared nothing. They burned like fire, giving all their light and heat before fading.
Might have to pour me a little drink now. Shit, chat.
But when I arrived in Septimont, it had already been undone by dark hands. With the dark tide sweeping the streets,
Oh yeah,
the city was nothing but
Chat.
an empty shell.
that is a villain smile. There ain't nothing good about Cristofo, chat. Let me tell you something, brother. Ain't no guy who's a good guy is smiling the way Cristofo smile right there. That motherfucking evil, bro. Only an evil nigga know how to smile like that, chat.
That's right.
Good guys don't even know how to smile that way, bro.
My city is beautiful.
I love Cristofo
When
so
the
much.
autumn wind blew through the golden flags and wind chimes, time seemed to slow.
The Leviathan. I will not give it the chance to make the people of Rinasita weep and bleed.
My only problem with Carthathea and this Leviathan, like her, like huge discontent, and she's just, like fucking hates it. It's so funny because she was literally created by the Thronian. It's like she literally hates her own parent, but I mean her parent's evil, but it's still your parent. You know what I'm saying? It's like, she's like, "Fuck you, mom." It's hilarious, bro. But then again, I guess that portion of her is quite literally the Sentinel. You know, because the Sentinel had a role to play in who she is. And so like she basically took after the Sentinel. It's like her whole personality, I guess, is the Sentinel, pretty much.
I will drag whoever orchestrated
Kratos
this
ass?
tragedy
Yeah.
out of the shadows.
Septimont, can I leave it to you?
Okay.
No. You said it yourself. This is your city. Some things only you can do.
She said, suffer my disobedience. Did she actually say that, Mr. Tungsten? I don't remember if she did or not. That's fucking hilarious if she said that. Suffer my disobedience. You forgot that? I did. I don't remember that part. That's fucking hilarious.
The monster leaving its trace in the dark tide. I can feel it. Its frequency is similar to my own. The Threnodian created me to be a resonator for its power. But I wasn't the only one. Many vessels before me failed.
You mean?
I don't know if I said it out loud. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't.
There is still much I don't know. I'll keep searching.
Yep.
But no matter what, you have a certain specialness.
I don't know if I said it out loud. I might have said it out loud. I might have not. But I basically have had this thought that Lupa has always been another, like, I think my original thought was that she was created by the Threnodian just like Carthathea. That was my original thought, if I'm being completely honest. Obviously, that's not true. But she definitely was, I guess there's no other way to put it, a vessel for the Threnodian.
Once I sought to end it all. Someone stopped me.
That was one of my original thoughts.
Even a life mocked by fate can break its curse. Whatever you seek to do, whether you're weak or strong, you must strive for it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I returned to the world thanks to a certain person's help. I believe he will come here and reshape this twisted story.
Must be quite the person, eh? I wish I could meet him and see how he does it.
Fucking gathering wives, bro.
Then you will see for yourself.
Feel like I'm watching Eminence in the Shadow, bro. Straight up, dead ass. I'm watching Eminence in the Shadow right now, chat. Fucking A.
Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance. What we can't do now, someone will carry forward later.
Bro from Eminence in the Shadow might as well pull up in the cape and all, bro.
If you want to save your city, then hold on. No matter the pain, no matter the doubts, you must keep going. Just like how you wandered Septimont before I came. Broken, yet determined to leave, to find help for the city. Jump to a new story, and bring my message to that person.
All right, Carthathea. I'll try my best.
How the fuck she let her wait? How she jumped? How the hell do you even jump through to a new story then? Like, how's that happen?
Tell me, what is that person's name?
Did it just skip it? I think it just skipped it.
I'm close to that abnormal frequency.
God damn it, bro.
You're in the submerged aqueducts.
The submerged aqueducts. I remember reading about them in the silver records. There used to be an underground waterway leading to the plains. But now, with the old district completely flooded, we can only access it if we drain the water first. After my role was erased, Cartathea must have found the half-human, half-sea creature and the Fraxidus. Like the
all coming
warrior,
together.
she chose to remain on the closing of that page to give new stories a fighting chance. That's why I only regained my name after I met the warrior. During our journey, the overlapping worlds the warriors saw were the monsters doing. It tried to use Mia to steal my role again, to corrupt Septimont once more. Only I can erase it from this story. Only I can prove that I'm real and it is fake.
Okay, how do I feel about this so far? I mean, it makes sense. Is it anything like mind-blowing? No. It makes sense though. And I guess all the stories are pretty much connected.
What happened to the Mia who vanished in the Veil of Glory decades ago?
She got put in a fucking story by Cristolfo.
After everything you went through, what did the city of Septimont mean to you?
Yeah, like motherfuckers disappearing on the spot, like out of the blue, that's gotta be due to Cristolfo.
Just this gate standing between me and the heart of the aqueducts. It won't open. I'll have to find another route.
The fuck? Okay.
The copper mirror is calling. The warrior used it to see the past. I wonder if there's anything of that here.
Wait, hold on. Is that the item Bulling gave me? No, she gave me a little mirror. Wait, that is the... Why does it look different? Is this the item fucking Bulling gave me, chat? Yeah, it is. What the fuck? Why is it... I feel like it looks a little different right here. Am I crazy?
Oh. You're here.
Chad, I got distracted. Chad, I'm cooked. What the fuck, man? Why'd she do all that while I was trying to focus, bro? All right. I was trying to lock in. Nigga, I'm locked in, all right. I'm about to be locked in on this goddamn idol pose. That's what I'm about to be locked in on. Come on now, let's see it again. One more time now. Come on now, I didn't get a good look at that. Let me see it one more time.
And here, he started to panic until...
All right, bro. All right, my fault, Chad. Let's do it. Ooh. What the hell, brother? What in the Snake Chronicles is going? It's Slytherin. You Slytherin little cunt.
I've already pulled that body from the sea.
Excellent, Domina Julia. Keeping one's word is the foundation of any solid partnership.
Bro, he's definitely Carter, bro.
I know. Septimont's current effort doesn't quite heed the Senate's wishes, but we'll see to that.
Oh my
A
god,
cup
I
of
put it on auto,
poisoned
bro.
wine,
Fuck
a
this.
passing fly, a dagger. Fate strikes where least expected. With someone as clever and calculated as you at the helm, the House of Silver need not fear for its survival.
I do not work with you for our sake. I do this for Septimont. Some of us have forgotten the terror of life adrift at sea. To survive the tide, one must make the right choices. We'll speak of other matters later. But tell me, why would you want a dead woman who fell into the sea?
Dead woman? Ah, you mean Mia? Indeed, she is the very heart of the unit I spoke of. The one we intend to build deep within these underground aqueducts.
Hold on, bro. Did she just confirm that Mia is already dead? Is that even true? Fuck, I don't know if I should believe that or not. The dead woman. Oh, fuck, my head hurts. So Mia, she just confirmed that Mia died? Fuck, I'm not even gonna look at chat right there because I don't want y'all to tell me something I should be able to figure out. Why would she say the dead woman? That can't be anything else other than Mia's dead already.
Alive or dead, her body holds the information we need. The Fraxidus's experiments here will continue for some time.
What the fuck?
In the meantime,
how did she
covering
die?
up this little laboratory's existence will require your assistance, madam.
The heart? That weakling's resonance abilities were meager at best. Her performance in the arena was nothing special.
Cristofo killed Mia. Lupa said the last time Mia was seen, she was walking up after the tournament to fucking collect the trophy of winning the tournament and be blessed by Arsenosa and shit. She said that was the last time, but she never collected the tournament, or she never collected the trophy because she disappeared on the spot. The only way she would disappear on the spot is due to this nigga, bro. There's like, or the Threnodian, I guess. Nah, it's gotta be him. Like, disappearing on the spot has gotta be Cristolfo's doing. I feel like he killed Mia, straight up. The last time she was seen, she was about to collect the trophy and then she disappeared. It's gotta be this dude, bro. Her performance in the arena was nothing. Okay, and this bitch is hating on Mia. All right, bet, let's do it.
If it weren't for those incompetent fools in the Senate using her as a puppet to shift the attention and anger of the masses, she wouldn't even have made it to the finals.
Do not be upset, my dear Domina. You're absolutely right. The girl is so feeble she can't resist her creator's will in the slightest. Winning the Grand Aegon was precisely what brought the shadow of death upon her.
Yeah, I feel like he about to tell me. He about to tell me. This is the shit I was talking about. This is the last time she was seen, when she won the Grand Aegon.
Luck and misfortune, nobility and lowliness, weakness and strength. A person's nature is like two sides of a coin. And I've always found beauty in inevitable tragedies.
This nigga wicked, bro. I love it. That nigga's
So
sick in the
Mia
head,
has been
chat.
dead all this time.
She was
didn't
dead, okay.
leave Septimont when she vanished. The sea took her.
But how did the sea take her, Lupa? The bitch didn't just, you telling me she just teleported into the sea? Hell no. Ain't no way she just teleported. All right, bro, going to get my truck. Bloop, see how the fuck I get here? Come on, man. It just got obliterated. Nah, bro, ain't no way. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not looking at chat, man. Cause I know at this point I got 1.1K people on YouTube. How many people we have on Twitch? Fucking 300 people. At this point though, it's enough people watching that it's some dipshits in here that just don't know how to shut up. You know what I mean? So like at this point, chat, I'm just not reading anymore. 1,400 people, you definitely got enough people in here to say some goofy shit and ruin it all. In this damp, forgotten corner, you find a soaked record. No, record. The Fraxidus didn't clean up their tracks as well as they hoped. The experiment's results were regularly sent to another location, where they were systematically destroyed. The damage is too severe to discern everything, but you managed to piece together the place as both frigid and technologically advanced.
This place has the Fraxidus written all over it. Without the Silvers keeping the place hidden, they wouldn't have dared. Ugh, the irony. A Septimontian aiding the enemy to build their den in the heart of our city. Even the impregnable Griffon's fortress crumbles from within.
Okay, my bad. Let me go ahead and click this. Oh, shit. Cuz. For Lova this time.
I trust you've seen the experimental unit in the aqueducts. Well, what do you think?
If not for the sword embedded in her chest, I could mistake the corpse for being alive.
Indeed. Decades have passed, yet Mia remains as she was when first pulled from the sea.
Well, there we go, boys. That confirms everything I said. Motherfucker here was back there all that time ago. Man, brother really is a mastermind villain.
Her data has been invaluable. As the Threnodian's failed resonator, this specimen is in its own way remarkable.
Oh, Mia was the fucking vessel.
You know, it wasn't so long ago that the rover intervened and Cartathea broke free from that tower. I discovered that a small piece of the Threnodian's essence within Mia was reawakened with the tower's resurgence into our world.
Ah, that's a huge story piece unveiled. So it happened when we went up into the tower with Cartathea, to free Cartathea. What is the tower, by the way? The tower is the place where we got Cartathea from before anybody knew where Cartathea was. This is tied. They tied this into the Cartathea story, and they basically saying when we did all that superhero shit up in the sky, the inverted tower in the sky, that caused the Threnodian's essence inside of Mia to reawaken, which is interesting because that means we are the reason Mia died. Damn, bro. Rover over here, bro, is not saving all the lives, bro.
Sounds as though you found new inspiration.
Yes. Septimont will host the Great Aegon soon. I've come up with a rather intriguing idea.
Oh yeah, y'all are right. That's true. Yeah, that's true. No, that's true. She died already. That's right. That was because that would have worked. That means we would have had to have saved Cartathea decades ago too. That's fair. That doesn't make sense. We just saved Cartathea. Mia died decades ago. You're right.
Before her death, Mia also attended the tournament. I'll use that as the fictitious anchor to craft a play to rewrite reality itself.
Okay, they just giving it away now. I mean, I already fucking called this shit in my last story review, but yeah. Cristofo wrote fucking a play that pretty much has multiple goddamn stories, or I guess realities, kind of the same thing. Here's the interesting thing. So Mia was already dead, but Cristofo was also already experimenting with her body and shit. So as he was experimenting with her body, the essence of the Threnodian then awakened in her. That's crazy. Holy shit. I'm guessing Mia pulled seppuku. I don't think she did. Nah, man, I think this motherfucker did it, bro.
I've already discussed.
Because I told you have to remember she disappeared from the tournament. That was the last time we saw her. And the question is, how did she disappear? Literally disappear on the spot from the tournament. It's either the Threnodian or this nigga right here.
You spoke with the Threnodian. Has Leviathan already awakened?
This motherfucker spoke with the Threnodian?
Only a fragment of it remains. A weakened, cunning shard, desperate to grow stronger.
Well, now it makes so much sense why Mia is corrupted by the Threnodian. Now it makes so much sense.
I'll fashion a story for this sea creature, enabling it to fulfill what it once sought, to have the dark tide swallow Septimont whole. The Threnodian once sought to use Mia to find Septimont's central hub in order to corrupt the beacon system. Even if met with failure, it would control the champion's mind to infiltrate the city's upper echelons. Oh well, it all failed in the end.
Just evil as shit.
In the face of her futility to resist corruption, that girl chose death. She drove a sword into her heart and leapt into the sea before choking on her own blood.
Well, there it is. Well, there it is, boys. In the face of her futility to resist corruption, the girl chose death. Damn, that's crazy, bro. You know what sucks about that too? It did nothing, bro. She did that obviously to prevent the Trinodian from having his way with her to get like to do means, but it still ended up like it's still taking over her deathless, I mean her fucking dead body. That's so that's so ass, bro. I mean, she definitely did something though. Like she delayed it, right? But what I'm trying to say is she was trying to prevent him from doing anything with her body, the Trinodian, and still doesn't matter. I'll just use your dead body. It's like, holy fuck. Dude, the Trinodian gotta be the most annoying motherfucker, chat. That Trinodian, maximum dick rider, bro. Maximum dick rider on the Cantarella family. Maximum dick rider on the church. Maximum dick rider on Mia. It's like, holy hell, bro.
Fascinating, isn't it? Faced with the same predicament, strength and weakness still make a difference.
Okay, so then Cristofo then, so far, he's still on his Hermes shit, bro, from Don Machi. Bro's a D1 hater. That shit is crazy, dog.
The Blessed Maiden single-handedly thwarted the Trinodians' designs in Raguna, but this poor soul had no choice but to take her own life.
But see, this Cristofo, that's what I like about this dude, bro. Bro is wicked. He's telling this story in a way with pure joy. He loves it. Like, he doesn't care about like, oh, girl's tragedy. He cares about her tragedy adding to the value of the story. Like he just, and I called this nigga's card like, bro, patches ago. I mean, y'all can go back and watch every live stream where I've been talking about who this guy is and how he is. Like, bro's the kind of guy, he'll give himself a L for the sake of the story. Like, he's the type of guy, like, bro, he just wants a banger story. No matter how much wicked shit happens.
A death so theatrical, so saturated with sorrow. How poetic. How beautifully tragic.
Oh, bro, that's just crazy.
I
love
don't care
Cristofo,
for your
chat.
taste, Cristoforo.
I don't care for your taste. Ah.
I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
Oh, such an impatient reader, Frolova. This play is nothing more than an amplifier, designed to nurture the Trinodian's lingering power. Once it grows large enough, I'll overlay the Sonoro onto reality.
Okay, chat, catch me up, because in the beginning of Wuthering Waves storytelling, I'll admit this shit was so ass I didn't care to keep up with the details. Like, the story of Wuthering Waves became enjoyable for me at 2.0. I didn't even think I didn't care for the one everybody was gassing up. Remember goddamn Shorekeeper? I didn't give a fuck about that story because it was just a bad copy of To Your Eternity. What I'm trying to ask is, what is the role of the Fraxidus? Because I don't remember any of that shit. What is their role? Like, I know they said it in the story. I don't remember though. Better question, chat. Because this is what's in my brain. This is literally why I'm asking you guys this. In my mind right now, the Fraxidus work for the Trinodian, but I think that's probably wrong. No, right? Okay, that's why I wanted to clarify that, because I don't remember the beginning of what the fuck the purpose of the Fraxidus is. Like, what is their purpose, chat? That's the next question I'll ask you. They use the Trinodian to bring lament, control the lament. Morally gray? They want to give second awakenings to resonators? I mean, y'all are all giving so many mixed answers now. Because see, right now, chat, I'm trying to decipher if these, like, what the fuck their purpose is. Are they actually evil, or are they just people seeking fucking entertainment? They want to cause the lament, but we don't know their true end game. So usually, chat, the whole purpose of evil in a lot of stories is because you can't have light without darkness. It's like sometimes you've heard the phrase a necessary evil. I'm wondering if the Fractsidus are evil because they have to be. Maybe because usually the overlapping plot of all this is they'll usually come up and say, well, if there's not an evil, then there's no balance in the world and the whole world dies. Like I've seen that concept all the time. It's in My Hero Academia too. It's like there would be no heroes if there weren't any villains. You know what I'm saying? Lament is the next step to evolution then, I guess. Yeah, like usually all I'm saying is usually there's a real reason behind the evil that is actually not evil. So I'm curious where Wuthering Waves is gonna tie in their real like motive. But see, why I like Cristofo, because his motive, like I told you, is he wants a beautiful story to be told. And he understands how tragedy plays a role in story as well as happiness and all that. So like Cristofo has an identity to his villainry. He has an identity to it. I want to know what the identity or what the reasoning behind the Fractsidus as a whole, as an organization, what their goal is though. Which you guys kind of tried to explain it to me, but I want to answer with clarity, basically, chat. But this is why I like Cristofo, because I understand him. I understand what gets his spark going.
All that's needed is for Domina Julia to select the right champion. Swapping out the protagonist is hardly a challenge.
What I like about Cristofo is he's with the Fractsidus for whatever the fuck their goal is, but while he's doing a common interest of what the Fractsidus goal is, he's really more so fulfilling his own needs. That's why I like Falai. He's great.
Once the sea creature grows,
Drew Reva, he's working for himself, but he's also doing things in alignment with what they want.
Paradise will spread from Septimont across Renacita.
Once the sea creature grows within the cradle I forged from Dark Tide, the hymn of journeying paradise will spread from Septimont across Renacita.
Really, compared to those Septimontians who've long forgotten Mia.
Yo, Shamus, thank you for the $5. They want to merge humanity with the lament as evolution and don't care how many humans die in the process. That's a pretty good way to describe it. I'll do a little bit more research back on it. The story was just so ass back then, I just didn't give a fuck. But now I'm invested in the story and I want to know all the little pieces now, you know? So that's why I was asking. Anyways, chat, let me lock back in, okay? Really, compared to those Septimonians who've long forgotten Mia, the story I've written for her is far more thrilling. Don't you agree? Honestly, I do agree, chat. Chat, I actually do agree. His story is far more thrilling than the story she was on. Wait, you know what? Fuck no, it's not, because she won the tournament. Actually, no, never mind. He had nothing to do with that. That was the Thrunodian. Yeah, his story is far more thrilling. No, seriously, because the Thrunodian's the one that killed her anyway. His story legitimately is far more thrilling. Not thrilling for her. I mean, of course not thrilling for her, but she was already dead.
And what if it fails?
Then so be it. You know, Frolova, stories are but mankind's attempt to imagine and rehearse fate.
Damn, that's an interesting way to put it. Let me see. Stories are mankind's attempt to imagine, obviously, 1 billion% in agreement with imagine, and practice fate. Or, yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's a fucking beautiful way to put telling stories. That is crazy. Biblically true, bro. That was a bar, Chad. I ain't gonna cap, bro. that was a solid bar, bro. Yo, Kimmy, thank you for the $20. Cristofo just want the cinema. Exactly. At all expenses.
If this play proves Rover worthy of becoming the protagonist of my story, if they pass their trial by fire, then isn't that a victory as well?
Chad, I'm really gonna just flex on you niggas and let y'all know. I told y'all, bro, he just wants a good story. I called it day one, bro. Frame one, bro. I said he just Hermes from Don Machi, bro. That's all he is. Bro is Hermes from Don Machi.
Disgusting.
Bro don't care. He just wants the story to be good.
To treat Septimont like a plaything. Unforgivable. What is so poetic or romantic about a story where someone is driven to death?
He said, you wouldn't get it. Hit her with the Joker. You wouldn't get it. Bro, if Christopho said that shit, dog, I would lose my marbles, chat. I would die. You wouldn't get it. God damn, bro. I would love that shit, bro. Peak Christopho line right there, bro. You poor child. I'm afraid you wouldn't understand. Bro, this white suit grew on me, bro. Bro, something about a woman in a suit like that brings their boobs out, makes their boobs pop more. That shit is unbelievably hot, chat. Man, we've learned so much now. A lot of the questions have been answered, chat.
A fading reverberation that should have dissolved in the deep long ago.
Where are you going?
To claim the title. Was that not your unfulfilled wish?
That was never mine. The arena. I don't need this victory.
But I do. Without a champion and the lion beast, I cannot touch the central harbor left by Imperator. You, Cartathea, both my daughters, my very creations. Why this fruitless resistance?
I did not tell y'all I said that was her mom. I literally called this shit earlier. Like how disobedient ass children, bro. I literally said this earlier, man.
Has Septimont ever granted you kindness? They neither love you nor need you. Long have you been forgotten?
The thing is, the Thrunodian is like...
We were raised by them.
Yeah, I was about to say, the thing about the Thrunodian, it's like, it doesn't matter how evil she is. She can't create, like, without the help of the fucking... Like, she needs the Sentinel's essence to create people. So it doesn't matter how corrupt she is. You're still giving birth to people who have light within them. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, she's cooked, bro. It's like, bitch, you can't create with the Sentinel. Like, you never gonna get I mean, maybe you could. I guess it depends on, she's like gambling each time she does that. It's like rolling a 50-50, chat. You know what I'm saying? Because there is a chance that she gives birth to another like child, and that child is just full blown, just fucking like, he takes after the Thrunodian. You know, there's a possibility. But there's also a possibility that they turn out like Cartathea and Mia, where they're just pure. She lost every 50-50. She literally was a 50-50. Yeah, she trying to roll, low key chat. She trying to roll a Christopho, but she keep rolling a Cartathea. She keep trying to roll a light Yagami, but she keep rolling an L, bro. Damn.
We'll never understand.
Proud in battle, and yet yearning for strength. I know the heart of the Septimontians far better than you.
Probably true.
You are simply too afraid to face their true nature. You choose to deceive yourself. You cannot admit that they used you and then cast you aside. You cannot accept that from the start you were insignificant.
Man, bro. You know what I will say what sucks about this type of dialogue is this type of thing can work when you're someone's mother, like, bro, just straight up killing their confidence like that. That shit can work 100% on a lot of people. It's like you're just pretty much beating on any will that they have to be confident in themselves.
No. Viburnum. My flowers.
Hush, it
Child
matters
abuse.
not.
Yeah, it's literal child abuse.
Your thoughts are of
Now
little
that's
consequence.
like that's a literal thing. That's a literal problem in the real world. Poor Mia. Yeah, Mia's cooked, bro. Mia got a tragic ass story. She was used by her manager. She was used by her house. The people ridiculed and judged the living shit out of her. And then she got corrupted by the Thermodian. It's like, god damn, bro. She got cooked from all angles. I'm not trying to laugh, but she really got cooked from all angles, bro. It's like, god damn.
Viburnum.
Cooked and fried from all
Lovely
angles.
Viburnum of Septimont.
She was also flat broke. Like, damn.
I understand. It's a flower often given to gladiators. A symbol of victory.
Blast. Wait, that whole it only applies to when you
I've
flying?
always carried this shame.
What the
Shame
extra
for
step
something
is
I
that?
didn't choose. Shame for something that's just there. Sometimes it turns into doubt. I try to live free, and I do most days, but still, I see it. I see the pain in their faces. In the ones who fall behind, the ones who leave the field beaten, the ones who pin all their hopes on me. I've always wondered if I didn't have this gift, could I have reached this point with clean hands? Should I have judged those who trampled the rules to survive? Or was I blind to my own arrogance? Now, I don't think like that anymore. The warrior is stronger than me, no doubt, but he treats everyone the same. He didn't choose to stand alone. Instead, he chose to trust me.
Holy cringe.
Cartothea spent years trapped by the weight of everyone's expectations. Never stepped foot in Septimont before, but still sailed across the seas to be here.
The glazing is crazy. But I respect the glaze for Cartothea.
And Mia, her resonance ability might be weak, but she never ran from a fight. She fought till her last breath.
Yeah, Mia was real as fuck. Mia stood on business, even in the end, bro.
A heart isn't shaped by what it's born with or what it's been given.
This is a message about talent, which I love. There's a lot of people out there that got talent and no work ethic. Talent and no drive.
I've underestimated others, and I've underestimated myself too. But you, the arrogance, the
thinking you understand the darkness in people's hearts, but you don't have a single drop of life in you! Beautiful as ever. The Griffon's fortress. My city. Septimont.
Oh, that music.
Sometimes I feel like a player that's stressed and pressed by the screens.
Little Kingdom Hearts up in there. It's subtle.
Built by the hands of the people. Not the Sentinel and not the Trinodian. Where there's light, there's always shadow.
I like that. I like how she used the built by the hands of the people, not the Sentinel, not the Trinodian. And the reason I like that is because that shows that she's Septimonian, not Aragonesi, right? Because Septimonians give the praise to the people, not to God. I love that she did that. That symbolizes that she's Septimonian. That's great.
But people need light. They'll chase it no matter what. And they'll learn to live with the shadow.
I don't agree with it though. I think glory should be given to God too. But I respect it because that's what she believes in. That's what her country and people believe in.
Mia, Cartathea, they were born and raised on these islands. They are daughters of Brinacita. They belong to no gods but their own.
Eyes was changing colors. They worship Arsinosa, which can be considered their god. They don't worship Arsinosa either, brother. They revere her. Septimonians worship battle. And Arsinosa represents like the battles they've fought. But it's not like they fucking pray to Arsinosa.
Better to die than to be a puppet. Death does not scare me.
Man, bro, Mia chat. W's in the chat for Mia, bro. That's some real ass shit. Better to die than to be a puppet. Real as fuck, bro.
I will raise my sword against divinity.
W Mia chat, dead ass. Mia, my coat.
I heard your request. But I prefer to handle this my
All I
way.
see is titties. Nah, chat, I'm shipping Rover with Cartathea, bro. Shorekeeper, sit your ass down somewhere. I'm shipping Rover with Cartathea, bro. All right, listen, man. Lupa's mine, though, all right?
I believe in you. Warrior.
It's an honor to experience this cinema with y'all, chat. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, man. Oh, shit. That's a whole new enemy. Holy lag.
By the eternal sun, I will slay you!
Yo, she channeling her inner fleur-de-lis right there. Sick song.
Civilization, I was wrought. Born of the hearts of countless men and women, of babes and of the aged. With
That's the same move from 9. It's the same moves from 9, bro. Ain't no way these niggas couldn't give it a new move set. Ain't no way.
Together, how? With me.
Oh, they going clear up here with this shit. Oh, I gotta smash it. Bro, they going crazy on that guitar. Oh my, that guitar going crazy.
Into the spotlight. With me to victory. Die, evil. Greatness has no summit, and victory is never the final word. Proud, pitiful, cry, love. Race to the finish.
Now let me see the Yodiichi. Let me see the Yodiichi. Bend over to the Yodiichi foxtail.
By my will. Let this light burn in all its fury. To me, there is no greater joy in this world.
The Rover was doing it on the other side.
Seems the play I've written isn't well received.
What the scarf? Take the scarf, bro. Oh, that's so clean.
What are you two plotting in Renacita?
Oh, dear madam. Let's leave some mystery for the next chapter, shall we?
There is something no one can take from me.
I like how she came out of that book. That was fire.
Lupa!
Yeah, Marvel Avengers ended, man. God damn, I love Lupa's smile. That was Marvel Avengers ending, chat. Straight up. Sell off. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. It's about what I expected, to be honest. Oh, that's a cool picture, chat. I'm not gonna lie. Such a beautiful picture because of the history. Now this is cool because she bonded with Rover. She also bonded with Carthathea in both stories. And she got memories from both stories now. This is a really fucking cool picture with the context, chat. I mean that. Oh, that's so cool. That's fucking awesome. I like this. I genuinely like this. I think the ending is some Marvel shit. It look corny, but this is cinema, bro. This is awesome. It is. Because Lupa went through it with Carthathea. That's a really cool pick, man. Damn, that's awesome. I like that.
The Threnodian's frequency is gone. Well done, Lupa.
You found the righteous one and safeguarded Septimont. It's like something out of a knight's tale. No, wait, gladiator's tale?
Oh my God, that color. Oh my God, I love that coloring. The shading right here was fire. This motherfucker here finally came out.
Are you okay?
I'm fine, Abby. What happened to you earlier?
I love that little OST, bro. Hey, chat, remember I told y'all motherfuckers be knowing when you about to watch cinema? During the cutscene, 2,000 people. During the cutscene, right? Whole stream about, yeah, it was ramping up. We've been ramping up here. We was at 1,000, then we was at 1,200, 1,500, 16, but as soon as the cutscene came, 2,000 niggas, bro. It's like, I told y'all, these motherfuckers be sending out bat signals, bro. Oh, he's about to watch it. He's about to watch it, guys. Quick, send the message in. Smack's about to watch it. It's like it never fails, bro. It's so hilarious. He gonna see the thing. Oh shit, dog. What part did you think was corny? It's not a particular. Okay, yeah, I can clarify myself on that. I'm sure people who are gonna be watching the VOD, cringy niggas who think like I'm supposed to be like, wow, it was incredible. I think it's important that I clarify. It's not any particular part that is like corny. It's the fact that nobody really like it was picture perfect, right? Like it's all is well, we all saved the day, right? Like Mia was dead already, but like that is a Marvel finish, you know what I mean? It's everybody, you know, it's like it's corny. No one's in danger. Yeah, it's just corny. That's all. But look, I expected that though. I always expected with gacha games. That's the thing. I'm not saying it's bad, right? I want to be clear here, chat. Still enjoyable, beautiful presentation, and even some good story plots, some good exposition. I love the character development in this arc. Might have been my favorite character development in all of Wuthering Waves. I think the character like, I'm not kidding. That scene with her being so joyful between Karthithia and Rover, I thought that was beautifully done. I thought that was great. The character development was fucking peak. The overarching plot was good, but you know, Christopho going, oh, I guess my story they didn't like it. I guess we move on. I'm like, well, what? No, there's no way. Call that at your review. Yep, I did. I said it. I did. They didn't respect the ultimatum. As I said, Yumi, I said that. I said they always have some bullshit ass scapegoat where the ultimatum is not an ultimatum. You know what I mean? Finish the story, bruh. Instant ban. Get your corny ass out my chat, dumbass nigga. Go watch that shit somewhere else. All right, anyways, I can't stand these annoying ass niggas that don't allow you to chat with your chat. Like, bro, I've been locked in this whole time. Get your pussy ass out my chat. Any one of you niggas in here that says that finish the story shit, bitch, you getting banned. Shut the fuck up, nigga. This is my show. It's my story. This smack story. Anyways, bro. Valid crash out real quick, chat. Valid crash out. To summarize up what I was saying, I think the character development in 2.4 was legitimately a 10 out of 10. I loved the backstory and how they roped it all in at the end with Karthithia and Rover with the picture. I don't like ultimatums being bypassed with some goofy ass shit. That does make sense logically, but what the fuck is the point of an ultimatum if it's not actually an ultimatum? You know, it's just ridiculous. But once again, gacha stories are just like that. They can't really give you any real tragedy to characters that they're selling you. And I guess it's some rule in China that somebody who said, a lot of people say it in the comment section, there's some rule in China that doesn't allow them to actually give you characters that are fucking dead or some shit. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know.
Wait.
But it gets in the way of the integrity of a really good story. We're already in Septimont.
I was just talking to you, and then boom. It felt like something just covered me. First it messed with my frequency, then I just passed out. Wait, Karthithia? And a girl I don't know?
You're lively. Your echo's more boisterous than a tada.
What happened while I was out?
Awful line of thinking. No, you're just a kudos shield.
think it's
A
time we
moron
compare
incapable of
notes.
actually understanding good
Let's fill in the
storytelling.
story's blank, shall we?
My thinking is actually the thinking of an adult that knows good story. There's nothing horrible about my thinking in that regard. How the fuck can you expect anything to be taken serious if nothing is in danger? Why do you think life is so precious? Because there's a start and a fucking end date. There's a start and an expiration. That's literally why life is precious. Why do you think vampires are always so fucking depressed? There isn't a start and end date. Dumbass. Kudos shields in here already coming up in here.
Oh, see, your line of thinking is just wrong. That story was amazing. That story was fantastic. It was perfect in every way possible.
Fucking lame ass niggas. Anyways, bro, they should have consequences of saving Lupa. I agree. Yeah, that would have been in alignment with that ultimatum. Your opinion is perfectly valid and can be considered more professional critic. Yeah, the thing is, listen, man, I'll say it as many times as I need to. It would be okay if there was a balance of happy endings and realistic endings. Like, it'd be okay. But every single time, it's the everybody got out safely thing. Every time. And so that's why it's problematic. Oh shit. This shit died. That's okay. We got past all the cinema. Yeah, but like the best way to sum up what I'm talking about is what I said earlier. The only reason life is precious is because there's an expiration date.
My memories
Please
became
do
a blur.
after story side quest. Yo, thanks for the $5, Muhammad.
probably
I'll do
under
it, but
some
not
form of
today, man.
control.
And the reason I can't do it today is because, bro, I'm not even supposed to be streaming for longer than 3 hours or so because we got a freaking 2-week-old son in there, right? As soon as I finish this, we're done for today. But we can the next stream for Wuthering Waves, we can do that immediately. Okay.
The last thing I clearly remember was standing in the central hub in the Veil of Glory, pressing my spear into something that resembled a control panel. Then the dark tide began to surge.
Standing in the central hub in the Veil of Glory, pressing my spear into something that resembled a control, then the dark tide began to surge. Okay, so the Threnodian had some form of control over.
In the end, all of Septimont was swallowed by it. I'm not sure when all this started, or where the line between the reality I knew and the Sonora world created by the Faxidus began to blur. But in those 3 days of the story where Cartothea didn't rescue me, I would always die on the first day, helplessly watching as my home slowly crumbled to dust.
Another ReZero plot. They're pretty much, okay, they're not saying anything actually like, they're just going over shit for people who didn't really lock in that much. This is all this, we already know all of this.
But before I was lost to oblivion, Cartothea gave me a sliver of her frequency.
Yeah, this is quite literally recap.
I think it was that frequency that unknowingly led to our paths crossing in the story.
There's a new afterwards quest that serves as an epilogue that's tagged in your quest log. Very cool stuff. Boys, I swear we'll be back for the remaining tidbits for the people who care. We will. Just not today.
Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back.
Okay, I'm gonna do a review on this as well.
When I sensed the Threnodian's power here in Septimont, I immediately set out to find its source. It was quite sudden. I slipped through the smallest of cracks to enter this Sonoro, which severed my contact with the outside world.
That's what happened with her.
I found Lupa in the city. She had lost her role. We traveled together for a time and discovered the architects of the destruction, the Fraxidus playwright Cristoforo and the Threnodian. Sadly, the playwright did eventually erase Lupa's existence. As for me, I descended into the submerged aqueducts where I found the Threnodian. It had inhabited Mia's remains and was hiding within an experimental unit.
You know what I enjoyed about this? I enjoyed that Cartothea participated in this whole cinema. Pretty fucking cool. I mean, I guess they were still trying to sell you her though. I guess that makes sense. They were selling cards at the as that was happening. Because like Prothethea didn't have to like come across the sea and participate in this story, right? But she did. That was cool. Like normally, chat, she would just stayed over there in Reguna, right? Like anybody. It would just keep her over there, and then you would just be over here with a whole new crew of people and shit.
Unfortunately, I was unable to eliminate it entirely. It evaded me, slipping into hiding. I reasoned that you would sense the anomaly.
I think gacha games could do more of that.
So I sought to offer you my aid.
without like selling the character.
I battled the playwright, and in doing so, stripped him of his ability to control the script.
Ah, that's huge information. If she didn't do that, then Cristolfo could have just kept. He could have just kept changing up the script to fit his agenda.
Afterward, he, along with the other Fraxidus overseers, fled from me. With that, the Sonoro began to collapse. It was then that we finally met. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One?
This is probably gonna be another recap, but I want to click on them, chat, just to see.
Lupa and I formed a few theories during our investigation. In this scenario, where stories manifest as reality, roles define the identities of those within it. To lose your role is to lose both your name and memory. In truth, Mia has long since passed and does not truly exist here. It was Lupa, not Mia, who won the 3-day Aegon. I suspect the stories created by the playwright cannot stray too far from their original frameworks. The limitation of his resonance ability.
Damn, that's another deep one right there. Shit, we already done crafted bro's ability weaknesses.
This is why he erased Lupa's name, swapping her and Mia's identities. This allowed Mia to summon the Dark Tide upon Septimont. Apart from the playwright, I also encountered 2 other Fraxidus leaders. One, a woman with a bandaged eye, the other a man with scars across his face.
Surely they must be Frolova and Scar. But how is Scar in Renacida?
Unfortunately, I never had the chance to confront either of them directly. I saw them only briefly before they disappeared. I'm not sure why they've gathered here in Septimont. We must prepare for whatever plans they have.
I am excited for the next chapter though, because I know the next chapter is gonna actually force us to learn everything about Frolova, or at least a good degree.
Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One? The central hub within the Veil of Glory was established by the Sentinel, and activating it requires 2 key conditions. Victory, which grants the blessing bestowed by the Lioness of Glory through the Sentinel's mandate, and a trace of the Sentinel's frequency.
Interesting. So you can't even get in there without winning the cup, which is why the Threnodian wanted to use Mia to win the cup. And then the Sentinel's frequency, I believe the Threnodian has the Sentinel's frequency itself. Okay, that makes sense.
The Threnodian set its sights on Mia for this very reason.
Yeah.
Which, in turn, brought its attention to Lupa.
Yeah.
I struck a significant blow to the Threnodian within the story, but because I failed to prevent the corruption of the central hub earlier, it endured, drawing strength.
Throughout this journey, I often saw the figures of Lupa and Mia overlap.
The figures of Lupa and Mia overlapping, well, they make sense now. They were overlapping because, like they said, she was trying to steal Lupa's role. The Threnodian was trying to steal Lupa's role. It makes a lot of sense now.
It seems the Threnodian was attempting to replace Lupa.
Chat, tell me I don't fucking got this story on lock now, brother.
Siphon its power.
You know what I'm saying? Chat, don't tell me I ain't got the story on lock now, bro. I'm just saying, bro. When do you think we'll confront the Order of the Deep and their false sentinel? That's a good question. It should be soon, honestly. It should be like, honestly, right after this. Dead ass. Because that's the only overlapping plot that we haven't tied up in Renacida.
The Threnodian's frequency has vanished from Septimont. but I fear this is far from over. There is something else. Perhaps due to the dark tide in the Sonoro, I can feel my balance shifting. The Threnodian's pull is growing stronger.
Yeah, it's the church, man. They gotta go back and finish it up with that church.
Now that I think of it, this could very well be part of the Fraxidus's plan.
You need to head to the Black Shores, Cardathia. They've been dealing with the Thenodian for years. You should go there and run some tests. They'll know how to handle what's coming.
That would be cool because then Cardathia can meet my other wife, Shorekeeper. And then we could see some more Shorekeeper interactions with Cardathia.
The Black Shores. Is that where you're from? If it's a place you trust, then I will go.
Bro, Cardathia is getting all the PT in the story. She getting all the playtime. Bro, ain't nobody got this much screen time, bro. Cardathia been getting all the screen time.
There's one more thing. We should return to the central hub in Septimont. I found something tied to you there.
The central hub. Good timing. There's something I need to handle in the Veil of Glory, too.
Good. Let's set off together.
When Lupa vanished, I destroyed the experimental unit, pursued the Threnodian, and defeated the Lioness of Glory it controlled. Then, I came across this place.
Yeah?
You remember how the Threnodian took on a part of the Sentinel's knowledge and permissions, yes? For the Sentinel, the information stolen was their very memories. For this reason, even the Sentinel forgot that before merging with the Threnodian, they transferred some of their knowledge to the central hub in Septimont.
The knowledge they would later forget.
I called this part too.
One the Threnodian should never learn. The Sentinel moved it there for safekeeping.
Bro, I called this part too, Jack. I said when the Sentinel visited Septimont, that she left a piece of her essence there.
Within it, I found a special frequency. A part of it felt like yours. I believe it's what the Sentinel left for you, so I took it.
Bro, we got a little bit more of our omnipotent power back.
It seems like a clue.
I did not do that. That shit skipped it
The true
itself.
secret they left for you is not here, but in that direction. You see, before I came to meet you, I passed by the city of Septimont. The arena I destroyed has been restored, but in the people's hearts, it's still the Righteous One and Lupa who claimed victory. The Fraxidus's power to reshape reality is deeper than we realized. I'm afraid this is just the beginning. I once believed the Threnodians sought to use the Fraxidus to regain power, but its true goal is the central hub. I believe it's due to this secret the Sentinel has hidden.
But he says due to the secret.
It leads to the hunting grounds. The blight cloud still lingers there. When the high tide comes, Septimontians hunt and cull the spawning tacit discords.
The dark tide connects everything. I cannot pinpoint where the Sentinel's message lies. But the worst of the storm has passed. Let's take a moment to rest. Lupa,
Okay.
will you be our tour guide? Show us the sights and glories of Septimont? I'd love to hear more about what you mentioned earlier.
I think I hear my mom.
The wind blowing through golden flags and the sound of wind chimes.
Of course, it would be my honor. But before we go, there's something I need to do first.
I hate that I can't hear the music in my ears. It's okay. Fuck it. Oh my god, it's a good song too.
It's Mia's sword. I went through a lot to bring it back. The monster is gone now. Like so many Septimontian heroes whose bodies were never recovered, I wanted to return her weapon. This is where she gave her life. I can't say if she loved or hated Septimont more.
Oh, it's the song from the beginning. It hits way harder at this scene. Oh, it hits so much harder on this scene than it did in the beginning.
But she once spoke of the bloodleaf viburnum. It's a tribute often given to gladiators by their supporters. So, I think she would have wanted to rest here. It's beautiful.
That song hitting way harder on this scene.
Our city, the city of glory. The people here love to drink, laugh, carve statues, and hunt. It burns like fire, drenched in both victory and defeat. It holds all our disappointments and all our hopes.
Cinema. Oh, got my Rover thing, my Rover copy. Oh, okay, chat. What would I rate that? I'm gonna give two different ratings, one for the whole story and then one for the second half. You know what? I'm gonna sit on it. I'll give my rating in my review. I'll give my rating in my full-blown review, chat. I'm gonna sit on it, think about it a little bit longer. Consider all of the elements. I'm gonna go back again over the story because I'm a fucking perfectionist. I'm gonna go back over it again and see any other little things I may have missed or didn't consider, and then you guys can be expecting a story review from me.